Oh, hello, everybody. I say everybody. It's that usual waiting for eyes on. Sorry I'm late. I'm just going to create a graphic that says, sorry I'm late, everyone. I'm not face worthy at the moment, as ever, because I suddenly realised I had a live to do and I'm just getting myself some water. Lovely, lovely. So I thought I'd do a live at 2 o'clock today, because I haven't had a chance to do a live this week. So we might have some people on live. We might have you watching on catch up, but all of that's okay. All of that's okay. We have a couple of people in the room already, which is great. And I'll see who you are in a moment's time. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Sandra. How are you guys? Nice of you to join me. Sorry I'm a little late. I've had a busy morning. You want to know what I've been doing? So I took Millie out, and then I went down to the coop. No, I didn't. I went to the post office, and then we've got a veggie stall in the village. So I went there and grabbed myself some vegetables. I need to grab myself some stamps. Again, I'm walking around my house. I'm going to have one of those GoPro cameras where you can actually see what I'm doing. I think that'll be fun. Right, they're not my stamps. Where are my stamps? Where are my stamps? They're somewhere. Can't really do a live without them, can we? I've put them somewhere. They are chat amongst. One day I'll be organised. One day everything will be fine. There they are. The box under a box. Box under. The landscapes. We've got the smaller ones there. Restarted iPhone microphone because something untoward happened. Well, hang on. Is my mic on here? Yeah. Okay. Everything should be okay. Everything should be okay. You should be able to hear you. Right, we're back in the room, everybody. Back in the room. Okay, so we've got these beautiful Barber Grey papers here. I want to do something with these. I'm not quite sure yet because nothing is planned. Got my little box. Really useful box, by the way. I was there yesterday. 2 days getting ready for the Ambiente. I was going to say festival. I wish it was. It's a big trade show. We're the really useful box team are there for seven nights. But it's going to be interesting because there's going to be lots of craft there. There's going to be lots of things to have a look at. I know some of the people from the craft industry are going. Lucinda is going. Can't wait to see her. I think Sharon's going. Can't wait to see her. So it'll be a really nice catch up with everybody, which is great. By the way, has anyone ever used shrink plastic? I was making some shrink plastic items with the tile stamps the other day, which is really nice. This is silver shrink plastic. Look at these. These are tiny, tiny. There you go. See that? Out of focus. Isn't that wonderful? Shrink plastic, so you can make earrings and things out of that. So shrink plastic is some of you have not used before, but it's brilliant. You stamp on it, I put all of these in the oven, put them all in the oven, and they shrink. And then the stamp image stays on there. So they're great. Maybe we'll do something with those. Now, a couple of announcements for you. I am now going to do the NEC. So I'm at Sandown at the end of February, but now at the NEC, we're going to go to the NEC. So we're super excited about that. I say we, like there's more than one of us. There's me, but we are super excited about that. So we've got these lovely papers here that I thought I'd have a play with. And as you can see, they're a little landscapey. So they look like landscapes, which is lovely. Good. I'm glad we're all okay now, guys. Haven't used it for a while. Haven't used what for a while, Sandra? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so we've got these lights on as well. Hopefully they're not too bright. Let's just take them. There you go. But it's nice and clear, which is the main thing. So we've got these different ones here. And I just need to think about which one we're going to use. I like that one because it's got a bit of white in between where we could actually start to build a scene, which is cool because it's the same as the small one that we've chosen. Let's go for the latest range of 4 moments. Next week, by the way, in Timestamp Creations, we are going to have a sneaky peek at the brand new collection. So that's going to be super exciting. Anyway, back to what's cracking on. So you'll see at the top of the screen, we've got tiles part 2. I'm going to change that to the reusable masks because I'm going to use those. Reusable masks are great. They're $5.99. They're on the website. They're all back in stock. We sold out, but we're back in stock. You get the moons and you get the mountains all in one go. So the moons and the mountains all in one go. Let's lift this camera up a little bit so you can see. Okay, so I think we'll go for the big one, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. And I'm going to use these in conjunction with what we have behind. So large moon or small moon. Let's just see, this is how these work. You just take them off. If you've got a poker tool, it works really well. And they're reusable. Sometimes if they're quite tacky, you can take some of the tack off, but they are reusable. I'm going to position that about there. Okay. And you see we've got a white line going around the edge. So that's good. We've already got our frame. I'm going to bring in my stamps. So I'm going to wonder what I'm going to use. Maybe the Wanderer. Take a perch. The big tree, which is beautiful. Or I've got the 2 guys there. I wonder if that would work with the big tree. Well, that's going to be that way, and that's going to be that way. So I wonder if they would work. I mean, size-wise, when you look at something like this, you see, right, big deer, tree. That's supposed to be a big tree. That could be maybe in the distance. We could just have a think about this. That could be up a hill, and these could be down here. We could try that. Let's try that. Let's listen. Let's try something a little bit different, shall we? Let's go for this. Let's go for this. This is how I like to work. I don't like to have a plan, Stan. Even though I'm trying to do some cards at the moment for a magazine, I'm using the brand new collection. I can't show you. And I've gone wrong 3 times. I think it's the pressure of it going into a magazine and thinking it's got to be right. So these are the hills, okay? So we've got that side of the hill. and we have got t'other side of the hill. Okay, when I say this side and that side, when I put that here, like so, you can have that straight, you can have that, we can lift this up a little bit. Anything above there, anything below there will be one colour. Anything above there, we can actually add a little bit of colour to. This kind of looks like the night sky, does it not? So if we bring back in the tree and use the index sheet, we could put the tree there, not this bit, just the tree to the base. That could go up there. And then let's use and then these guys could go down here. So maybe if we're going with this white line, we're going to have to fill in this area here. So we need to think about that, but we can think about that afterwards because we've got this that we could add. So let's go with this. Let's go with this as it is. So now we've got a big old moon, which we love. Let's put that there. And now we need to think about what colour this is going to be. And also the fact that we've got that white line going around, and I don't want to keep that. So I am going to use some of that tape. Guys, want some music in the background. Alexa, play some what do you call it when you don't play the things? Here's a bespoke mix just for you. No, I don't want a bespoke mix. Oh, Harry Styles. Alexa, play some royalty-free music. Okay. Let's bring this up. Oh, this is a bit funky. I tell you what this track reminds me of. And it will be royalty-free. It actually reminds me of game I was playing on the game station. Let's pop that there. And pop this down here. Let's create something wonderful today. There you go. Right, so we need a colour. I'm going to go for like a shadowy blue, or I could, no, I'm going to keep the colours that are in there. You see? It's a bit funky. Alexa, play some royalty-free jazz. I want some jazz. Some jazz. Maybe some of these colours. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to try these colours. So I'm going to mix these in with the sky. I'm being quite organised here. Right. Okay. There's a bit of green in there, a bit of yellow. Let's just see if we can get some of these colours mixed in. That's better. A little bit of jazz. Do you like jazz? I love jazz. It's my new thing. Calms my brain. Right, I've just got my just want to bring some of this here, just swooping around. See, just blending that in now, you see? Maybe just a little bit there, just above where the moon line is. Just gentle. Okay, because this is gentle, so I want to make this blend in. This kind of got some water effects going on, so we could do that, or I might just leave that to the actual. Let's just go around here. Let's go around here. There you go. Just blending it in, you see. Doesn't look too out of place here. Probably a little bit more. Sometimes less is more as well. Just mix some of the purple in. See how that's a natural progression. Kind of blending in here. I'm going to go for, that's weathered wood, which works quite well. I don't know whether to put this olive in or not. Let's just put a little bit in there. Just only a tiny bit, because that didn't really work. So we're going to go back to a purple I'm just blending these on my mat. There you go. I think that's kind of blending in now. It's sort of completing that sky running down. I know these lights are bright, so if I bring that down a little bit, bring this down a little bit, is that a better picture for you? I think you can see that, can't you? We're just blending in. This looks a bit, this probably needs blending a little bit more. Probably put a little bit too much grey there. I'm going to go back for some weathered wood and just come in over that green that I put there. Just keep playing anyway. I don't think I'm going to put any water in the background. I like this separate because it's almost like the Milky Way. So we'll leave those as they are. Okay, and we're just going to take that off. Now can you see? And we've created that beautiful landscape because this could be some nice like bushes and things like that, which is giving me an idea. So let's just bring this up here. Okay, now I'm thinking I want to put the tree here, but I only want, I could put another hill. I could stamp the tree and then put another hill down there. So that's in the background. So it'd be like that. I might do that. I might do that. So let me think. I need the opposite. I need the opposite. And that would be this here. So what I'm going to do is just take this off. I've got an early flight on Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m. It's all good. So much to do before then. Okay, so let's take this off. I'm just trying to think here what I'm doing. Yeah, I want this to be a different colour. But I want that tree. Sometimes you need to just think a little bit. Let's put that there. Should I stamp the tree first? Yeah. Let's leave that there. Let's go for this stamp. Now I need an acrylic block. I think that's too, that actually might be too small, this one, but let's give it a go. Yeah. Let me go and get the bigger. You can use a stamping platform with these stamps because they are larger stamps. Here, I'm gonna get my larger acrylic block. Let's give it a white. I don't know what the miracle cure is for not getting black ink everywhere. If you've got a miracle cure, let me know because I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. Let's grab that and let's put that on here. I like it when I don't plan for my lives because I get into them a bit more. I need a juicy ink pad. Remember, juicy ink pad, when you first get these home, just ink, re-ink, and keep doing because you just need to season your stamp. It's really important. So we need to make sure that all that black goes on there. And already I need a cloth because I didn't want, did I? I don't want that part of the stamp there. Let's take that off. And let's take, what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning. I should have put tape on there, but I forgot. Don't hold it against me. We can always do that in a minute just to make sure that we have got, we don't have that ink coming through. So let's just put that on there just for now. And that up there just for now. And let's place that. Come on, Janice. Yeah. Hang on. I need to take that off. What a beautiful effect that is. Put that there. Now that's lovely because that looks like clouds now, doesn't it? Gosh, I like that. Oh, I like it when I don't plan anything. Now I want to give this bit of a push down. Good thing about an acrylic plate, pull it up at the side. You can actually see what's going on. So this is the big tree. Do I have that? Yes, I do. Where's the QR codes? Live sales. Where are we? Big tree, big tree, big tree. There you go. That's a big tree. There you go. That's the big tree that I'm using right now. And I'm going to move that light because you can see, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. So let's just tap on that. Can I put that at the side? Yeah, so that's the big tree. That is this one here. So that should have given it enough time. Beautiful. I like that. Now, I didn't press too much on that, but that's okay. I'm not going back over that, but I will move this because it's a floating tree. But we can make it not a floating tree because we can put it behind a hill on the hilltop like that. So it's the other one I need, isn't it? So you've got to work in reverse. That's it. That's it. So this needs to be a colour now. Just take it a bit darker. So I'm going to choose. What colours have we got? We've got purples in here. We could go over that. I wonder what the olive would look like if we went over with olive. Let's just take a bit of purple in there and just go over. I don't want it too different, but I want to differentiate with the mountain behind. And using this olive green, it's not really causing too much disarray to the colours underneath. Okay. So let's just hide that for the moment. Okie dokie. What are you all doing and where are you watching from? That'd be interesting. I'm in my kitchen, as you know. But where are you guys watching from? Let's just. I know Sandra and Dawn are here, but I can't see anyone else at the minute because I need to refresh. Let's go to comments. Sandra, I can see in here. Dawn, I can see in here. I know there's more, but I can't see you as yet. So let me just go back to that. Okay. So I'm just going over this with this olive colour. Please take your time when you're doing it. I never take my time, and I am sorry for that. I can't help it. Okay. Right. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Okay, so we've got sort of that green going on at the bottom, and but we're going to stamp here, so we don't want to add any other colours just yet. Remember, we're going to put the 2 deer just here, and we're going to somehow continue that along. You let me worry about that. So let's bring that up. So now we've got this hill, we've got the mountain. It's just quite subtle, isn't it? That's quite subtle. So just let's go back in there. Let's just get forest, darker colour, and just go along the top. Just along the top. And what I'm using here are the reusable masks. These are brilliant, and a set's going to last you a long time. There they are, the reusable masks. So they are available. I'm just going to just go along the top ridge just to make it more prominent. You can always give these a wipe with a cloth. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. I had some delicious soup for lunch. Delicious. As you know, I've started to work with Morphy Richards. They go live on TikTok. I think they're live today. Might be live now. But we've been doing some lives, and I've been using their soup machine, and oh my days, it makes the best soup ever. Right. Okay. Clap hands. Here comes Cadbury's. Or rather, clap hands. Here comes a stamp. Let's pop that on here. Gone for the smaller acrylic plate. and I'm going to go for the black again. We want this in black, and I've already made a mess there, but don't worry about it. We could listen. You can always stamp in different colours, but I'm going for the black because this is a straight edge. I'm going to go up there, and we'll carry this image on somehow. We'll carry this image on. Can you see that? I think that's quite clear. I can bring the camera down a little bit. There you go. There you go. So we're now using Two's Company, which is this one here. There you go, Two's Company, which is this one here. And you also get the smaller one as well. So you can make the most adorable little mini makes with these. So remember, when you get your stamps home, they're a large area. Season them, use them a few times, press down in the areas. This is what I do with the acrylic plate, and I can lift this up and have a look, see if that's worked. Yeah, that's good. Got the bit of a line there, but that's just where the tape is. Okay, now we've got a straight edge here, so we need to do something about that. That's where the top part of the stamp comes in. If I can remember where I put it. So let me grab one of the stamps to show you. This is where the top part comes in, because I can use this part just here. So that's from the Wanderer, but Two's Company has the same, which is here. Okay, which is here, which is this bit. So all those stamps have two parts to them that we can use. The Wanderer, Out of the Woods, all of them. All of them in Moments, which is beautiful. I love these. I love these. I love this stamp range. We could mix and match. We could mix and match. Yay. She says, because I've got to find it. I've got the tree. You can always use the top of the tree. That could be some foliage. That will give you some foliage. Let me pop that back on there. Okay, so there's a little one to the tree. There's Two's Company. Where's the top part on? Let me just flip through my stamps. There's the Wanderer. Let's take a patch. There's Wonky Tree. Okay. Hold the line, caller. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Let's just have a bit of a clean up. Let's move those inks over here. Let's get this mask and put the mask back on. Okay. So this is what I do, just while I'm playing for time. Get the masks. They're reusable. So I've just lined that up with that. That goes back on the carrier sheet. Line this up. That goes back on the carrier sheet. Then we give them a wipe. Still playing for time. And I put them away. We'll use them another day. So I can't find Two's Company, the top part to it. So I might have to use the top part to one of the other stamps, which is fine because they all work really well with one another. Unless any of you saw where I put it. There's the big tree. Got that. It's not under there, is it? No, me would be. That's that. Let's have a look here. Ah, here it is. There you go. Ta-da! So let's use this. Let's just clean my hands because I'm forever getting dirt everywhere. Let's take that off the screen for you. Let's hide that. Right. Okay. So yes. What have I got next? So I'm in Ambiente, Frankfurt for a week, coming back. Hobby show on the 14th with a brand new collection, but a sneaky peek of that in Timestamp Creations group beforehand. So join the group if you want to see it. Then it is Sandown. Then after Sandown, it's Inverness, the Creative Colour Workshop with Lou Sims and Julia McNeil. Here you go. Let's just do this here. Let's just overlap. Then after that, it is the NEC. And then after that, another show on Hobby Maker. So I've got to start creating some more stamps. And I'm in 3 magazines. One's coming out. I'll let you know when it's out. And I'll let you know the names of them as well. Nearer the time when we can. But I'm creating the cards for them at the moment. So it's a busy old time. There you go. We've got a bit more foliage there. And then let's go for I think I need some thicker foliage than that, but that's okay. What have we got here? Let's have a look at Take a Perch, because this foliage can also be used. And I might use that over that, just to give it sort of a brambly style difference. And let's go over this. So yeah, busy, 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 busy. I hope to see some of you at the NEC or Sandown. I think I'm doing some make and takes at the NEC, but I've got to sort all of that out. I've got to sort all of that out because it's going to be a busy one, and I just need to make sure that everything is running perfectly. Josh, this is going to be so effective, Sunny. Oh, thank you, Josh. Now listen, you've got to get over to Beyond Stamping because Josh has got some inks in, and you know what? To have the right inks to do the right job is just perfect. So go and check those out. And at Sandown, Beyond Stamping and I are on the same patch. I know, we're going to have an open stall. Can't wait. And then at the NEC, can you believe this? Josh is there, Beyond Stamping, with the family. Then it's me, and opposite it's Janie. It's like an old school reunion. Love it. So let's just get that stamped. Now, you could do this in different colours. You could do this in different colours. Yes, you can. Let's lift that up. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit more down there. I didn't press hard enough, but that's okay because this is like brambly brambles. It doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter. In fact, let's just wipe the side of that, and then I could possibly use that there just to go over it. There you go. So this is just to fill in the spaces. And if it goes wrong, it doesn't matter. It's alive, isn't it? And we've got a bit of a straight line there. However, we've then got the micron pen, which we can come in and we can just put some sort of like branches as if it is bramble, you know, and just finish off there. So just mix those up, put a couple of branches in there. So we've got a little bit of bramble going on, a little bit of bramble going on there. We want that to sort of fit in a bit more. So I'll just colour that in and just put a branch up there. Just brings it in really, because when you look at foliage in, you know, in nature, it's all different, isn't it? So we've got the tree up there, we've got these guys here. We've got that moon just there. We could do something with the moon. It looks nice as it is, but should we try something else? Just as I'm looking at this, let's try something else. Because with the masks and moons, they come with an innie and an outie. So if I drag that up there, I can hear a Jack Russell stirring, everyone. Lost Shadow. New. Let's see, do I have any ink on this already? No. Let's get some Lost Shadow. And I need some water to squirt. Let's just go here. Okay. I like Lost Shadow because the moon isn't always really dark. There's still some light to it, but we want to tone it. And I still want this to look like it's under the clouds or part of the moon. That's Lost Shadow. I don't have my other cappuccino colour here, so I'm just going to go for a bit of brown and bring that in just from the sides. Okay. Just from the sides like that. Then I'm going to give it a squirt with water. Whenever you do this and mass on there, just bear that in mind because you're lifting it. Hopefully that will react in a minute. If we can just come round here. Are you, Billy? Do you want to go out? Right, whilst that's reacting, I need to just come into the kitchen. Do you want to go outside? Come on. Come on. Come on. No? What do you want? No. What do you want? She wants a treat now. This little treat here. Take that. Wants a snack. She's addicted to it. It's the open, please. Are you ready? Right, that should have. That should have reacted. Let's come down and take some of that water off. Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, you know. That's what they say in Birmingham. Nice, you know. Be careful taking this off because water. Yes, 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 yes. And we can put that back on the carrier sheet. So let's take a look. Let's just take this off and let's have a look. For someone who had no idea what they were going to do for a live today, I think we've nailed it. I think we've nailed it. You can add sentiment to that. You could put that in a frame. That would look nice in a frame. So we've got the gentle hills in the background. They're always lighter. We could add a colour to that. Maybe go a little bit darker. Maybe just finish these branches off a little bit as they look like they've just dissipated into nothing. And you do that just by using a pen. There you go. There you go. And that just comes down. So this is the big tree. Beautiful cedar tree. There you go. Now that doesn't look so bad, does it? And you can, again, you've got that foliage which is built up across from using all of those different stamps. And we've created the moon there. So we've used Barbara's backgrounds. We've brought in the masks. We've added Two's Company, the big tree. We've had a little bit of bramble foliage here from the top of the stamp, which works really well. And if we wanted to go over this again, which, do you know what? Before I go, I'm going to do that. So is it this one I used? So let's just pop that back there. This is why these are reusable. And let's pop this here. Just to, no, just need to get this right. I tell you what, jazz music's great in the background, isn't it? It keeps your mind settled. Right. No, let's just get this. You know what? It doesn't matter if you don't get it. It doesn't matter if you don't get it spot on. There is a little trick to do it, but right. Let's. I've got a feeling that might work. I don't know why. It's quite bright though. Let me get a piece of paper. I'll use this. Oh, that would work. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Mate? No, 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 not doing that. You're not having any more, Millie. You got your dinner. I'll get you some dinner in a minute. No, faded jeans never blends that well. Faded jeans never blends that well. So what I'm going to do, I have got some, not weathered wood. I don't want it to be too dark, you see, because the mountains are always darker in the background. I'm going to use some of this. Okay, just to give it more of a definition. Yeah, that works because that blends in with the colours that have been used. Just to give it, see, I'm just taking it from there onto here. I know I've got the tree there, but you know what? It could be a bit of mist. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's given a bit more definition. And then we can always, I wonder, dare I, just where the tree is. Just where the tree is. We can always go over that with a pen. But I think, no, Millie, you can't have any more. I'll cook you some fish in a minute. There you go. I think that's a bit of a better definition. And sometimes if you want maybe, see if that's worked. A little bit of definition in the hills, that rolling hill. I think I might need a darker colour, but let's just try with this. See, just subtly, you can just add a little bit of distinction between the hills. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit of distinction. But I'm happy with that. That kind of matches that. That's nice on the hill. Um, you can, all right, Millie. I'm just doing a live. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What you? No, she's in the treat cupboard crying. I don't know if you can hear her. I like that. I think that's nice. You could finish it off with a bit of stitching to go around the outside. Put that in a frame. I think that's beautiful, and that's using the masks. I'm really like just looking at that on the computer. That's not bad, you know. That's not bad. I can't wait as well, Josh. Can't wait. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be hard work. It's gonna be good. We've got lots to organise. I like that. I like that for a 2 o'clock on the spot live, and that's given me an idea. So thank you very much. That has given me an idea. Yes, right. That's all from me. A few things to remind you of that we've got coming up. I've got, of course, all the markets coming up, but I've also got Joe Channon in March at Tattershall. So we're going to have a dabble day. If you want tickets, those are the details right there. You can grab your tickets for that. So super excited about that. At the NEC, yes, if you want to go to that, let me just go. No, Millie, just wait a minute, darling. So those two things coming up, I don't know if you can hear her. So we've got the NEC, and if you do want to go to the NEC, then you have got, if I just get rid of that, there you go. Hang on. Let's bring this one in. I don't know why they're doing that together. Millie, just wait. Just wait for me, darling. Just going to finish my live, all right? Okay, so you've got the Tattershall as well. Remember, I'm also going to be with Janie at her retreat as well. Super excited about that. Go to janiesoriginals.com to go and get your tickets for that. And that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to go because Millie's crying and she wants something. She wants some food. She wants to play. She wants to go into the garden. I don't know what she wants, but I'm going to go and find out. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Before I go, just have a look at this and I shall see you next week. Look out for the socials to see what's happening. Thanks ever so much.